Greetings, listeners, and welcome to another holiday one-shot. In this session, we play the one-shot RPG Last Christmas by Grant Howitt. The players will be time-traveling ghosts trying to save Scrooge from an untimely death. Let's jump right into this one. All right, Wednesday Night Crew is back in action. We are in holiday season mode. We're going to make what I hope to be a pretty solid attempt at playing the one-pager Last Christmas by Grant Howitt in one of his one-page RPG collections. You can find this individually online in a pay-what-you-want scenario, which is kind of nice because you can either be cheap or you can be giving during this holiday season and spend a couple bucks for Grant Howitt because he is a mighty fine creator. So there's that. But anyway.
And at the same time, you could also be donating to our Patreon.
Yeah, you could also, instead of buying that, you could just spend a couple bucks and join the Patreon, yeah. And maybe get one of the other contributors off the hook. Swap them out. Okay. Yeah, so Last Christmas. So the premise of this is essentially you were all playing ghosts. You killed Scrooge. And now the world is ending for some reason. As time-traveling ghosts, you're the only ones who can stop it. You'll be able to travel to 3 different times: Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas post-apocalypse. A little bit different than Christmas future, we'll say. Seems like a much more pleasant future. But so we'll see how this goes. Yes, you are trying to attempt to avoid complete societal collapse via spectral time travel. So we are going to go around the room and y'all can introduce your ghost, anyone that's ready, and whatever backstory you have to share, as well as what your ghost class is. So whoever would like to go first, I won't pick. Whoever feels ready, go for it.
I can go.
Do it.
All right. My name is Ambrosius Codney. I will be playing a Marley ghost. I was a young boy. I would say that Scrooge and I had like a little business going on together in our school days, where I would be the tough guy to beat up the kids, and we would both collect the money and share the money to get candy sticks and whatnot. Unfortunately, it only lasted through 1 year because I died of cholera in December. And despite being, just a young lad of 10 or 11, I still was condemned to wear these chains in the afterlife and to try to put Scrooge on the right path.
So you are you're the age that you were when you died. So you're 11. You're like an 11-year-old kid.
I'm an 11-year-old kid. Yes.
This is amazing. I love that.
And I found it's called Name Nerds for a Dickensian name generator, and that's right.
Wonderful.
Ambrosius Scott.
Wonderful. So you're going to have things like chains and etc. as the classic Marley ghost to do your ghosting. So you're gonna have those sorts of options available to you.
Sounds great.
Who'd like to go next? All right,
I could go.
Go for it.
I am Ebenezer Scruzoni. I am the ghost of the future. I am one of Scrooge's future descendants who was living a very, very cool, rad life in the future with all the future coolness and monorails and hip sunglasses and parachute pants. And then somehow along the way we killed Scrooge, and by future I died in the future, man. It's some crazy apocalypse. I don't even know what happened because just everything got wiped out. So we got to make things really super cool again and go back and make sure Scrooge doesn't die this time.
For the record, I rolled the apocalypse on the apocalypse table. A flu pandemic is what killed the world.
Oh man, I didn't even know. I was just coughing like crazy, and next thing I know, like I think I coughed my lung out or something, and just boom, I didn't even know what happened. I was one of those first wave people, you know. I'm not one of those later people like in the stand who like knew like, oh, there's a super flu going around. I was one of those ones who just like cough, sick, and dead, and didn't even know what was happening.
Too
Yeah,
soon,
you're
man.
like
Too
you're
soon
like
for that apocalypse.
you're you're like first world ska versus like,
Yeah,
you know, third wave.
I didn't even know there was such a thing as third wave ska because I was in the first wave. We didn't even call it first wave ska. We just called it ska.
Ska.
And in fact, Ebenezer Scruzoni was in fact in a ska band where he played
Yes.
some badass tenor saxophone.
Ebenezer Scarage.
Scarage.
Trying to make that work.
Love
That's
it.
great. All right. And what is your so oh yes, you said you're a future ghost.
So I'm a future ghost. So I looks like I have the ability, if I want to spend 3 ghost points, to kill immortal.
Yes.
Which probably what might have gotten us into this problem in the first place. But hey, man,
No, this is good. This is good. I'm vibing where this is going to head, and I think it's going to be wonderful.
Perfect.
Okay. Who's next?
I've got it.
Okay.
All right. So rolling on that Dickinson name generator, I got Agatha Malik.
Very nice.
Spell that,
So
please.
what?
Can you spell that? What'd you say? Can you
Oh.
spell that?
Oh yeah, Mallock. And I'll change my Agatha. There we go. She will be a ghost of Christmas present. And she died of a stomach ache. Who knows? The doctors couldn't tell what it was, but her stomach just hurt really bad. And then suddenly she was dead
Uh,
and a ghost,
I mean, that's
Flying
just
around.
awful.
right?
Agatha, I'm so sorry you had to go through such a thing. But at least you can summon vile, lumpy children.
Exactly.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. The
That's
children.
amazing. What about you? What about you, John?
So tonight I will be playing Frederick Aubergine III.
I'm just going to write down Frederick, just so you know.
We call him.
This is a one shot, man.
He was volunteered by his family to attend one of the later Crusades. He never actually made it there. He caught gangrene on his way to the start of the Crusades and perished before ever taking part.
So is he a past ghost?
Oh yeah, he's very past ghost.
Nice. Using powers. Okay. You have a really cool bonus skill. You can add 1 ghost point to a minimum of 1 when using powers in the past.
So it's subtract 1, right? Yeah.
Is that a minus? Are you sure? It looks like a.
Yeah, because then it makes the ghost things cheaper to do.
Wait, hold on. Am I misreading this?
I think it just
It's
makes
like on the print. It's. Oh yeah, it's a minus. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yep, I am aligned. I'm tracking now. Past ghost. Yeah, so your stuff's cheaper in the past.
yes.
Understood. All right, so let's jump right into it. Yeah, so all of you in some way, shape, or form are connected to the death of Scrooge. And you've all seen you've all been able to see the toll that it's taken on the future because all of you are time traveling ghosts. You're just from different parts, right? So some of you are more familiar with your respective parts that you're from, whether it's past, present, or the future. You still all know the outcome of what happens. And at this point now, you just know that you are not exactly sure what is the thing. What's that butterfly that you need to not step on? What's the, you know what I mean? Like you need to figure out, go back or go a little bit forward, wherever, into whichever of these chunks of time, past, present, or post-apocalypse, aka future, that you need to go to in order to essentially keep Scrooge from being killed. So, you're all sort of in this like afterlife nexus point. Let's call it like a lounge area, right? Where you're all like you're in between space and time, and you're all sort of connecting. And we'll say you've been starting to kind of just chat about this for a little bit, of like trying to figuring out, you know what, we should work together. Maybe we'll stand a better chance of fixing all this. Because in some way, shape, or form, like, we help to cause this. So
we're in an afterlife tavern.
Yeah, there you go.
And
there's
a ska band playing there, but we're all sort of in the back of the tavern.
Yes.
At the bar, not drinking because we're incorporeal, but we're discussing this.
Well, I'm just saying it's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? I was only 11 years old, right? Sure, I did some bad in my life, but my full frontal lobe wasn't fully formed yet. Yeah, I got to wear these chains forever. Oi.
Oi, I understood that. Yeah, that's still popular in my time, but I have no idea what else you're saying.
It's bollocks is what it is. It's bloody
bollocks. Yeah, sure. Cool. Things are bollocks in my time as well.
'Twere just a lad I were. Chains and everything. And now this idea of Scrooge, that nincompoop, he should be dead, not me.
I will say...
I mean, he is dead, but like, who am I? Just some runt? Some nutter on the street? Die of cholera? I'm nothing. This guy, he's something?
I will say, after many generations of Scrooge's death, like, the trust fund that I've got that's really allowed me to pursue this ska career with my trombone really helped out a lot, because I haven't had to work a day in my life living off, just generations of Scrooge wealth building up. So I appreciate that. But whatever we did that caused this apocalypse is really sort of like, we had gigs planned. Like, I was pretty sure there was going to be an exec at this next gig that was going to really make it happen. So we got to go and fix this.
Yeah, right. Scrooge and his... I was the one who made his
if I've
first
learned
quid.
anything from not participating in the Crusades, it's that you must always go back to the beginning to figure out what has gone wrong and right the wrongs in a holy crusade to fix.
All right then. Well, here's what we're going to do, right? You forgive me for my accent being all over the place. I've been dead for ages. I've picked up a few things here or there.
I think you're doing a great job, Ambrosius.
I think we should. I'll go visit him, right? I'll be like, hey, all of us gonna visit you. We're gonna try to put you right. It's gonna be like you know that show that they watched in the 80s, not in the 1980s, that Quantum Leap show up here in this nexus of the afterlife. We could see it all. We'll put right what once went wrong, like Dr. Samuel Beckett. So I'm gonna give him a warning, all right? And you guys just follow my lead, all right? I'll just tell him, people come stay you. We're gonna show you some stuff, that kind of thing. I think it's a pretty brilliant idea.
I have no idea what you mean by these shows and other things. Did you travel to an amphitheater to watch performers, or let's get on with it? It's
just be spooky. You can do that.
Oh, absolutely. That Scrooge's got something. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to help him, but man, that guy's got something coming to him. I made him his first quid. Doesn't even visit me when I die of cholera at age 11. What kind of friend is he? Not that I would have visited him, mind you, but look at these chains I gotta wear. This is ridiculous.
I feel like Ebenezer, you're starting to lose a little bit of interest because the ska band is playing one song, and you wonder why there's only one trombone in their horn section.
They're never gonna make it.
Yeah.
I got one for you, Ebenezer. Pick it up as he picks up his chains.
Oi, oi, oi.
It's great. nothing like a little Christmas ska to get you going. So where are you going? Past,
Oi to the
present,
world.
or future?
Oi to the world, indeed. I mean, the future sucks, man, and Scrooge is not here. I say we go past.
Yeah, like Fred said to the beginning.
Start where it began. In
All right.
the beginning, that's the way it really should start, you know.
All right, but first I'm gonna give him a little heads up. All right, I'm gonna go down visit him, tell him like, ooh, let me spook him a little bit. All right, I think he's sleeping right now. Let's go.
Let's do
By
it.
now, you mean at all times, because the whole time travel thing.
I know it's hard to get your mind around.
Yeah. So out of game. So Ambrosius is going to go pay a visit in what would be perceived to be an intro, so to speak, to Scrooge, that he's going to be visited by different ghosts. Or so he says that's what he's going to do. And then all the other ghosts, are you going to just observe? Are you going to take part? Are you going to just are we going to go the ad lib route and you just observe and then maybe join in?
Yeah, I
What are
mean,
you thinking?
I want to go there, but I'm not going to interact unless I feel the need to interact, as if
Okay.
it would help.
So do the rest of you wish to remain unseen then?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to be clear. All right, great. So then, yeah, Ambrosius. So why don't you provide a little description of exactly where you do interact with Scrooge, and if it's in the past, what age would Scrooge be? Are we talking grade school, high school,
No, I'm gonna kind of do it
trade
just
school?
like I'm gonna kind of do it just like the actual story where I visit him on that Christmas night where the three ghosts are supposed to come to him.
Oh, so you're visiting Christmas present.
I guess it would be Christmas present then, yes, because it would be the present time
Okay.
in Scrooge's life.
Yeah. So let me think here. I'm just looking to see what's in Christmas present. So, okay, so you visit him and you're in his bedroom. So you're following the traditional movie start, essentially, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
whole he's at home, he's ready to go to sleep,
Okay.
and here I come to scare him away.
Okay. Yeah, what does that look like?
Well, first of all, I push away Jacob Marley because I'm like, right, just give us a minute, all right? This is a little more important than your shit, all right? And I push Jacob Marley away, and
Okay.
as Scrooge is up in his bed, getting ready for sleep, I rattled my chains in on the floor below to really make a big noise.
Oh, who's there?
Oi, Scrooge!
Who is that?
You don't recognize me? Well, it's been many a year. And I'm gonna slowly walk up the steps towards him.
I don't quite recognize your voice. You sound rather gravelly.
It's strange, isn't it? Because I was only 11 when I died.
11.
Maybe you remember me, your old best friend Ambrose.
I don't really know that it rings a bell.
Of course not. This was some 50 years ago, but you remember you and me, we were old buddies, old chums. I used to be your muscle, right? You would tell me who to pick on, I would pick on him. And then, I don't know, like I picked on him, I grabbed the quid, the pence, and we would share it between us and get peppermint sticks and all kinds of fun things. But then I died, Scrooge. I died, and you've lived, and it was not fair.
I still don't quite remember you that well to be able to speak to this.
Yeah, well, let's just say I was a bully kid. You were kind of a bully kid too, and like I died, and I got away with these stupid chains. And someone up there, I don't even know who runs this place. Someone up there says you're pretty important, and you need to be saved. Well, where was my ghost when I needed to be saved? Maybe I could have been put on the right path. So I got away with these chains all my life, all for the rest of eternity. It sucks, I tell you, it sucks.
But why do I need to be saved? I'm perfectly fine right now. This is very scary. I don't quite like it.
I mean, you got a nice life here, but nobody really likes you. I barely like you. I don't like you, I'll tell you that much. Didn't really like you that much back then. Your nephew, he's a nice guy. He don't like you. You had old friends. Anyway, the point is, it's not about you, Scrooge. It's about the rest of the world, all right? There's an apocalypse that happens. Somehow you're connected to it. Give a rat's ass if you get saved or not. In fact, I hope you wear chains when you die, even with or without the apocalypse.
What exactly is this apocalypse that you speak of?
Yeah, the end of the world, my friend. You ever read that?
This sounds terrible.
You probably never read the good book, the Revelations, all that crazy nonsense of four horsemen, all that shit. All right?
Pardon, because you're like a
like a little 11-year-old.
Yeah. It's like,
I imagine I'm like the kid in Pinocchio. I like a cigar in my mouth.
You strange boy-sized spirit. You need to watch your tone.
Here's the thing, all right? Me, I don't really care about you. I don't. It's just facts. But the point is, somehow you're connected with us all. I'm not going to be the only one you see tonight, so, I came to scare you. Oh, scary, scary. I rattled my chains at him. I got a couple other people that want to talk to you tonight, try to set you on the right path, as it were. Or, basically it's to stop this apocalypse. Again, I don't care about you, Scrooge. All right? I really don't care. You can find love, you cannot find love. You can find the true meaning of Christmas, blah, blah, blah. I got to wear these goddamn chains all my life for the rest of eternity. This is ridiculous.
Roll a d6 for me, would you?
Absolutely.
Feels like an appropriate time.
That's a 2.
Ooh, okay. So, yeah, you're successful in your impact to Scrooge. That your message is to be heard. But like he believes you and shows some level of concern for this, what you've told him, but then just says to you, oh, be gone, child spirit. I'm tired of your words and your prattling. You don't scare me. Like his tone changes and just starts to be defiant to you.
Well, in that case, I am going to spend five ghost points to give him a semi-corporeal form, causing terror into him. You will be afraid, Scrooge. You will be. I rattle my chains all on his face, and I like drape the chains on him so he feels the chains starting on him.
He just goes, oh, like it's like the Hank Hill, oh, but like with more vibrato and intensity, and then you look down and you notice like he's wet the bed, and he's just like you literally scared the pee out of him. He is just beside himself.
You done wet the bed, you wanker! And then I disappear in a rattle of chains.
Wonderful.
All right, next.
Yeah, if anybody else has been observing, does anybody?
I'm pretty impressed with what Ambrosius is. I'm sort of laughing as he wet the bed. I'm very impressed with Ambrosius's skills.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he covered it. I give him a high five. Nice.
And so now you were muted there if you were saying
I'm
something.
sorry, it's kind of a lower 5 because I can't really get my chains up. But
Yeah.
Down low.
Yeah, and it is apparent that so now Scrooge is super scared of you, Ambrosius. For the remainder of this adventure, you've by spending that 5 ghost points, you've made enough impact on him that he will never forget you at this point.
Worth it.
Ever again. Just make sure you note that you now only have 5 ghost points left. Because like, yeah, these are the things you spend to actually interact. You can let's see. Yeah, because it doesn't say that the ghost powers, it doesn't say anything about like it's saying like trigger brief action, possess someone. So it's like if these as powers, but I think the one ghost point is like where it might be a little bit hard to interpret because it's like, oh, you can write on windows and mirrors 5 words. You can whisper and say 3 words. So I think outside of this moment, I think we have to probably dial back the level of interaction based on the amount of ghost points you spend. So, because I think that's where more of the challenge comes into play then.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I loved what Ambrosius has done because it sort of sets the stage for this. But it almost seems like we're investigators now at this point because we have to figure out how Scrooge died, right? And try to figure out a way of preventing that. So I suggest now that we've sort of set the stage, we go into the near term, whether that's present, the current present, or just slightly past Christmas present, to find out the events to see Scrooge's death.
We gotta see the body first, you know. Once we see
right,
the body, we will.
Did he die at age 12, shortly after Ambrosius, or did he die? I think he died much later because I'm the beneficiary of a lot of his wealth that he gained along the way.
Well, you observed the Ambrosius interaction, right? So you know Scrooge was older then.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So,
but we don't know. Alive.
Yeah. Is he going to die shortly? Is somebody going to kill him? Is there going to be some other excuse?
Correct.
So, like,
I was almost afraid he almost got a fright right there.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to set it off.
I think we are going to have to be the ones to stop Ambrosius from killing Scrooge. But let's look a little bit into the future and see how, or the events around his death. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then we can go to the past and find motive. Yeah,
I would say, like, what's the specific sort of time frame you think you want to go to? So if you take the time frame of in present where Ambrosius interacted with Scrooge, what time period would you want to be after that? That's after that moment.
The day of his death.
Okay, great. So
we've got all the time in the world because we're time traveling. So let's all just sort of observe what's happening when he dies.
Mm-hmm. So a couple years in the future, you pop into the present and you're in Scrooge's house and you find him dead, laying dead on the carpet in the living room in his home. And there's a woman, looks to be a cleaning lady, standing over screaming, "No, Mr. Scrooge! No, I can't believe he's dead. Wake up. Come on, please wake up." And like tries to shake him. "You haven't paid me yet." And that's what you come into as ghosts. So what you want to do with that?
Is there a desk or anything around here? Can we look to see if there's anything laid out on the desk, like a past due bill or?
Sure. Roll a d6.
That's a 1. Oh, that's not good, is it?
Um, I don't even know. Like, so that's ranked as it couldn't have gone worse. Um, so you found absolutely nothing. And how could it be? I'm trying to think of what could make it actually worse than just that. Because if it couldn't have gone worse, what's worse than not finding anything? I feel like it's you don't not only do you not find anything, but you're convinced that you need to tell the others that there's nothing here worth trying to look at.
There ain't nothing around. He didn't seem to have tax collectors rapping on his door. Nothing here. It's all bunk. It's natural causes.
Well, I thought like the point was like to talk to Scrooge. You can't talk to him when he's dead. Wait, if he's dead, how is he not in the Nexus of the Afterlife? That's really, I mean, that's a lot to think about. I'm kind of, it hurts my brain.
If
So
you
you
just
saying this
read,
was a waste of time, Fred? That we should just give up now?
He just died, just straight up. I see nothing going on here. No foul play. There's just a man who had no more life left in him.
Well, let's wait and see what the coroner says. Maybe the coroner can shed some light on Scrooge's death, like with the CSI stuff and the genetic testing and
Well, I know what the hell you're talking about.
the microscopes. I mean, Ted Danson did it on TV, so that's how all I know about all this stuff.
Who?
Yeah. Sam from Cheers.
What?
Could you fill this up with water for me? Thanks.
Huh?
so
Mayday Malone.
Let's fast forward a bit to when the coroner arrives, and I'll be playing the coroner tonight.
I think that's a great idea. So, you guys fast forward a little bit, and the coroner has arrived with his black doctor's bag. The cleaning lady
Must have a
lets him.
computer in there.
Huh?
He must have a computer in there, right? My
Um,
future self says.
that would be a no. And he comes in and he takes it and he starts to examine Scrooge's body, and that's what you see now.
Is the cleaning lady? Is that this Mrs.
you.
Dibbler at Scrooge's house? Is that who it is?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Well, you called me at the right time. Sure, looks like he's dead. All right, dead as a doornail, I'd say.
So now, oh yeah, so you're choosing to play the, where is it? The thing that, yeah, complications, right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. So then that means you're going to have to cause a complication then for the make things difficult for the other ghosts as
Okay.
this NPC. So, yeah. So I'm sorry. Say the last part again.
He's
Hey,
dead as a
character there.
doornail. That's for sure. You got me at the right time. You called me in, checking him. See, he's dead. He's definitely dead.
Yes, but what happened? How did he die?
Oh, listen, Mrs. Dibbler. This is Ebenezer Scrooge we're talking about, right?
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
tell
not
you.
that-
I gotta tell you, he used to own my old apartment building. Then he kicked me out. No reason whatsoever, I tell you. Luckily, I was able to get back on my feet. Some of my neighbors, not so lucky. This Ebenezer Scrooge, well, what's the matter how he died? He's dead.
Well, I mean, he he's rather powerful, you know. This could cause a lot of problems with him being dead now.
Well, it's true. I'll tell you what, Mrs. Dibbler. He's dead, right?
Like, it's a problem. I can't get any more money.
I'll tell you what. It's true you can't get any more money from him, physically. But take a look around you, all right? The old miser's got to have something around here. He's got to have some monies around here. I'll check the body. You check the rest of the house. Find what you like. I'll take the old geezer. We'll toss him in the ground. Nobody's going to give a shit about this guy. I'm just saying that out loud right now. Nobody gives a shit about him or his possessions upstairs. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to take a tally of his items upstairs. Wink, wink.
She gives you a sly smile as she runs upstairs.
But before she does, I possess her.
Okay, spend that 4 ghost points. What are you going to do as her? She starts to head up and she
gets halfway up the stairs and I possess her and I turn around and walk back down.
Just one more thing.
And I say, hey now, I just realized that if I was to steal Mr. Scrooge's stuff, that would make me no better than him in God's eyes. And I care about my eternal soul. It is so important. And
Porter rolls his eyes.
Mr. Doctor, I think you should too. What do you think killed him? And I want this to be serious right now. Do you think it was murder? Do you think it was foul play? Was it natural? I mean, there had to have been something that caused his death. Old people just don't die.
Ebenezer,
they do.
Ebenezer, roll d6.
I rolled a 5.
All right. So, Ambrosius, as you were playing the coroner, you don't notice, like, you're still talking to the cleaning lady. Like, you're still talking to Miss Dibbler. So you don't know any better that
right,
she's possessed right now.
Big sigh. I mean, old people do drop dead. That's kind of the thing that old people do. But I see that you're going to be a little bit of a headache after we had a conversation about how you could get paid. But yeah, I suppose.
My reward will be in heaven. I understand that there's a great afterlife with a quite fantastic band.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, the heralds of angels or something. Anyways, looking
Lots
at
of
him,
horns. Only one trombone, though. It's very odd.
It's very odd indeed. I would say that this Scrooge here, I mean, it looks like he died of a heart attack. Look at the way he's clutching his chest there. Looks like he may have had some pain. You see he knocked over the table over here with the vase, probably grabbed onto the table to help him steady himself, but, the old geezer kicked the bucket. I mean, the man's heart was 3 times too small, if you ask me.
But certainly there was some indication. I know it wasn't his food because my sister's cook, and she would never give him anything bad to eat. So it must have been something else that caused a heart attack, not too much lard.
I mean, maybe being old. I mean, look at him. Man's got a stressful life, right? Got to deal with servants, and he's got his business. I mean, your ticket goes. Everybody goes sometime.
You've already got your 3 ghost points back. Perhaps you could make it a little clearer what killed him to continue the game forward.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, let me... Is it like... I'll tell you what. You talk about a reward in heaven, right?
Yes.
I'm more interested in the reward of now. You find me something good, and I'll cut the old bones up and for you. Take a look. How about that? Otherwise, I'm writing this thing off.
Sure, I'll go see if I can
No
find...
offense, but a woman in Victorian England doesn't have much power compared to a man.
Whew. Tough real.
I'll
You
see if
find
I
me
can-
something good.
I'll see if I can find a silver plate in Scrooge's belongings to give to the
Okay.
corrupt coroner.
Why don't you roll a d6 for that action? And then Agatha and Fred, why don't you think about something you might want to do?
Yeah, because I'm going to need some help because I rolled a 2. It succeeds with the problem.
Yeah, so you find the silver plate, but
It's more of a saucer and less of a plate.
yeah, it's a rather unimpressive silver plate, if you will.
Well, this is tarnish, isn't it?
The chores I had to do for Mr. Scrooge kept me from keeping the silver at its highest gloss. I'm sorry, but certainly this is enough. Even
Yeah, and because Ambrosius will have to take it, it doesn't mean he's going to really particularly like it, or make it easy to be helpful. I guess he'll still be helpful, but it might take a little bit of time.
I'm tagging Fred or Agatha in.
I mean, listen, maybe I'll take a look as he shoves this tarnished thing into. Maybe I'll take a look, but I mean, the family's got their say in it too, right? He's got a nephew, right? That's probably next to kin. I mean, you ask me, nephew's gonna be happy he's gone. Want to see him in the ground sooner rather than later. I may or may not be able to do what you want. I'll try. I'll see what I can do. All right.
So, Ebenezer, you're like starting to feel yourself drift away. As your possession comes to a close. And then you still don't have any answers yet because Ambrosius is still taking his sweet old time determining how much he actually wants to investigate. And after you leave the body of
worth nothing.
of Mrs. Dibbler, she just kind of looks at you, Ambrosius, and says, "Boy, I thought you were going to get started with this quite some time ago. Yet you what? Wait, what time? What? Wait, who? What?
Listen, listen.
Never mind.
Yeah, just take a seat. It's a big shock seeing a dead body. I know. Just take a seat, relax, take a breath. All right, I'll get the old geezer cleaned up in no time. We'll get him on out of here. You clean up the house, do whatever you need to do, find your reward in heaven or whatever if you feel good about doing that. But, good luck, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you, all right?
She says, "I'm going to go find my reward upstairs." And she walks away.
That's a very confusing woman.
Yeah, because she completely forgot, like, that, that moment of being of possession, like her memory is a blank, doesn't even know what happened. So any Agatha or Frederick, are you going to check in on the progress of the coroner? See if you can discern any more information.
Frederick will try to peek over as the coroner's writing his report and see if he can get just any pick up any words or anything.
Roll a d6.
2. I'm not.
All right, so what does the coroner put in the report that comes along with a problem? Unless of course Agatha, you want to try to do an act to like maybe help Frederick, if you think you might be able to do so.
No, that's okay.
Okay. So then, yeah, coroner, Coroner, how much Frederick's able to find out information? What does he find out? But what's the problem that ends up happening alongside of that?
So yeah, so like just as I kind of alluded to earlier, as he's about to like shrug, he's like waiting around, and he's like, oh, I guess I'll cut into this. He's got nothing better to do. At that point, Scrooge's nephew comes in, is like, I want to get, he wants the burial to happen right away, the funeral to happen right away. So like, instead of doing any type of report on the matter, he just says, well, all right then, you gotta take him as it is, and writes down heart attack, files it away, and calls it a day.
So
You see
yeah,
small streak of blood or something that might have come from an injection as he gets taken away to like on his neck or anything. Nothing.
um, no, because I think you're able to find, like, you were able to read the report, but the problem is that he didn't write much in the report.
I'll go ahead and take my D3 of ghost points back.
Yeah,
Yeah, it seems just
I would
like
say
I
I would
rolled.
say he did well on that one.
I rolled to get 2 back, so that's what I got.
Um,
That
yeah,
felt
so-
rather suspicious. His nephew coming in and saying, "Oh, we got to get it done so quickly. I feel like we should go check in on him next."
Yeah, so the nephew, after going back and forth with the coroner, he leaves, and he goes downstairs, and let's see. He goes downstairs to go out of the house, and he's kind of freaking out. He's like, it's like, oh, I don't have time for this. There's so many things to get done. And he just like kind of runs down the street, and he, there's people murmuring, a couple people murmuring, and it's like straight out of a movie where they're like, did you hear? Did you hear? He's dead. He's dead. Scrooge is dead. Never thought this day would come. And like there's a group of like 3 guys that just start to instantaneously talk about how happy they are that Scrooge is dead, and
Are we now in the future?
it's about time for all that he, like, it's about time that he paid his penance for everything that happened. Yes, no, maybe so. I'm using some uh creative editing here. So so because Agatha, you're essentially like following this guy, um as he runs out of the house, like he's on a mission to get somewhere. And then you hear these guys kind of start like laughing and joking around, happy that Scrooge is dead, and that word's already getting out.
That's rough, man. I mean, I know Scrooge was terrible, but oof, rough. He's barely cold on the floor, and they're already making fun of him.
And you continue to follow this guy, and he's going to, like, he goes a couple blocks away, and he's going to go into a small business. Ebenezer, what would this small business be? You don't have to come up with a name as much as just what is the business that he's running into.
This is the nephew.
Yes.
He is probably going into like some sort of people were probably smelly back in the Victorian ages. So like a perfumery shop, a fragrance shop of some sort.
Yep.
Your
Okay.
rose water and other delectable smells.
Yeah. So he runs into Rose Apothecary, and there's a sign on the window that
Oh,
says
shit.
we specialize in parfumery. And he runs in, and then Agatha, are you still following?
Yeah.
You see, he runs in, but then changes his run to a brisk walk, gives a nod to the young, attractive male at the front, and then briskly walks towards the back room and opens up a door that then takes him downstairs.
Dang, what is he in such a hurry for? He's acting like he's running away from a crime scene.
Bum,
Dun, dun,
bum.
dun.
And as you continue to follow him, he goes downstairs, and you see there's like a small round table in this basement with 4 chairs around it, and 2 of the chairs are occupied by two other mysterious strangers. As the nephew approaches and sits down and says, "It's done. It's finally done."
Oh no. It was him. Oh man, I gotta
Now-
go back and tell the others.
Now we can run this business how we choose. And as you start to notice like the candle light and stuff kind of fluctuate back and forth, you see a couple other men, younger middle-aged men, and they all look very similar to the nephew.
A family
and-
affair.
And they all just nod their head, and say, it's time to continue the business in the way that we choose. And then they start talking about how they're going to divest in parts of Scrooge business and just increase the Scrooge name at larger and larger levels of just saturation. And you just know this can't be good. That's kind of like sort of where
Yeah.
it trails off.
Absolutely. I run back and I tell the others, or float back, or disappear
Yeah.
and reappear.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on then?
I say, Scrooge-a-roni, sorry, but I think we need to stop your family's business from becoming popular.
I mean, maybe.
And apparently keeping Scrooge alive will do that. That's what I have gathered.
So wait, you're telling me that like the people after Scrooge make something that causes the apocalypse in the future?
Yes. Yeah, because they killed him. So it must be their fault.
I thought he died of a heart attack. All right, but go on.
I don't
Alright,
know.
so-
You said it's done. That sounded pretty crazy to me.
All right, so the thing is, we gotta get Scrooge then to like give up his ways, then, as it were. Is it right? Is that what I'm hearing?
So that his family doesn't want to kill him.
His family does. All right, then. This is up to you, past. I'm looking at you, Freddy. Let's go back to the past. Show Scrooge. I mean, the guy had a good life. I'll admit that. I remember when we were kids. He had a nice family. He seemed like a nice kid. I don't even know why he got into likes with me, but he did. All right, I may have bullied him a little bit. I may have been a little bit of a jerk. Who's here to judge? Who's going to judge? I mean, somebody judge me. I got to wear these goddamn chains. But still, the thing is,
I think you've answered your own question there. What kind of change?
Apparently I did, yeah. But
What kind of change?
let's go back to the past, right? Show Scrooge what he could have been, or what he was, and then like later in life, he might like give away his money and his stuff, right? And all right, go ahead.
Or Agatha could go find out what those other boys are investing in, and we have Scrooge invest in that too, so that his name still becomes successful.
Not quite following what you're saying, but
That's like a side quest. You know, if we accomplish that, that's a good thing. But
we gotta get him to get rid of his money, right? Like,
it's not the main thing.
because like the problem is he's got money, people kill him for it, and then they cause the apocalypse. That's the problem, right? That's how I see it.
Or we get Scrooge to take out his nephews before they kill him.
And that's pretty dark, but I'll allow it.
So,
But I'll defer to Fred, who's going to the past to make this happen, how he feels. I mean, I'm guessing a crusader and all can see both sides of the situation, right? Doing what's right, but also killing people at random for what's right.
Ebenezer, can you roll a d6? That's so dark.
It's a 1.
This is so not Christmassy. I love it.
Or it's very Christian.
So yeah. So it okay, let me think here. So you rolled a 1. That's really terrible.
Yeah, my plan's probably not the best at Christmas time.
Yeah, well, more importantly, like, you know, something bad happens in the future, and you just can't seem to remember the exact moment when this apocalypse starts, and really what does everybody in. You can't connect the dots yet.
Yep.
On how Scrooge is connected to that. You're struggling to have pinpointed that where the connection is just yet. Because you desperately want to try to figure out like how to, you know, when did it really go down? Like, what was the catalyst to really make it all go down? And like, you haven't fully gotten that part yet because you didn't pay attention to it when you were alive, right? You just lived your life and everything, and then you end up catching whatever this sickness is, and then you die.
True.
So you don't know, like, you have no idea anything about like where it came from, like any of that stuff, like a lab in Wuhan, nothing. You got nothing. And yeah, so that's kind of what you're basing your reality in, I guess, is that you're just like shooting blind, I guess. Probably a good way to frame it. So you're gonna go into the past. That's what we're thinking here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who's leading that way? Is that gonna be Fred?
I think so.
Yeah, let's see.
Where are you going into the past? Maybe take a look at what these options that are on here, and then see.
Yeah, Fred, lead this crusade.
I shall
Nice.
lead the crusade. I missed out my chance while I was alive, so I will do so while we're dead. To the past. Let's see. Where can we try to melt this icicle's heart? Here. It sounds like Ambrosius, you were with him back in school. Do we want to go back there and see your antics on the playground?
Yeah, that might not be the best thing to see. We're all friends here, and I might not. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure if there's anything there to see. There's nothing there. Like maybe go to somewhere else.
Let's go to the party then. Let's.
Everywhere likes the party.
Wait, Ambrosius, roll a d6.
All right.
You gotta earn this persuasion.
How about it too?
So you don't go to this. So like, you don't go to a specific moment where, Frederick, you have the option of still going at the school time frame. But so Ambrosius doesn't get his way. However, it doesn't go to a time when you see anything that Ambrosius is up to that would be something he doesn't want you to see. So in other words, you have the option of going to the school time frame unless you want to do something different.
Yeah, let's go to the school and see where he got off track in the very beginning.
Turns out it's after Ambrosius has died.
Yeah. So Fred, you get there and you see Scrooge. Scrooge is he's sitting he's like sitting on this bench outside of school, and his head is in his hands, and he's just like body heaving, like sobbing quietly. And he says, I can't believe that Ambrosius is gone. I can't believe this happened.
Oh man, the old bugger did care for me.
And I never had a chance to visit him. And he just starts like bawling again.
Well, now, Carl, I feel bad about all the shit I've done and said about old Scrooge over the years. I didn't know this. I think I've changed, Freddie. I think I've changed.
As this carriage comes up, and out pops his older sister, Fan, and says, "Oh, Scroogey, come on. What's wrong? Let's go home. It's Christmas time. That always makes you happy." You're right. I need to go home. And she proceeds to grab him, to escort him to the carriage, to take him back to their home. To celebrate Christmas time and go on Christmas break from school. What do you want to do? This is all happening right in front of you. You want to use any ghost powers, do any stuff, any things?
Is there anyone else in the carriage? Or is it just the two of them? Is there a driver?
There's someone that's going to drive the carriage.
I would like to spend a ghost point to whisper to Scrooge.
Okay. You got 3 words.
I forgive you.
He goes, and he cries even more. And he's like just blubbering, like snot everywhere, just like. And his sister's just like she's kind of like grabbing like a handkerchief, and just like sort of holding it out with 2 fingers like this, like, here, take it. That's what you get out of that interaction.
Ambrosius, do you know did you say her name was Fan?
Mm-hmm.
Is Fan his only sibling? Do you recall
Yes.
from your friendship?
I think so. Oh, you're asking Ambrosius?
Yeah.
I mean, in the world of this, in the milieu of this particular game, we're going to say yes.
I'm just saying, if his sister hasn't met anyone yet, she can't give birth to nephews.
Wait, what?
Oh my God!
No, we don't have to do anything. I'm just saying,
take a
like,
quick bio break. You guys talk amongst yourself what you want to do. I'll be right back.
maybe,
Where are you going? Where are you going with this?
I mean, we don't have to knock anyone off, but like maybe if we could figure out when Fan is supposed to meet her beloved, maybe we can interfere with it so her nephews aren't born, and then all is saved.
Now at this point, like,
then
I'm looking.
You won't exist, Scrooge-a-rooney, because I'm assuming that the
I'm
line
sure-
continues.
Maybe the line continues. Yeah, that's true. Maybe
Listen,
so maybe at
this point we have to say.
Time travel's terrible.
At this point, we have to say Scrooge. I was being a jerk before. Like, I didn't think he cared. He cares. We got to save Scrooge now. That's what we got to do. We got to make him see the error of his ways. None of this killing people. I don't like this idea anymore. I don't think it's a good one.
All right.
I think
Maybe if he becomes a good person, his nephews will be less likely to off him, and together they can work
For a better humanity.
We got to bring
Exactly.
and
closer.
get me my ska recording contract.
There we go.
Somehow. But the thing is, isn't Scrooge supposed to be here to see all this stuff? That's what I'm very confused about this part. I'm very confused about this part.
But Scrooge isn't a ghost. He was just a dead body. We couldn't take him with us.
Right, but like we should, like, shouldn't we take like Scrooge then to now to then? Ugh, this is
You're
it's not very-
overthinking it.
I guess so, but like I'm trying to think of like the original story that like they actually take Scrooge to see this stuff. Like we don't have like old middle-aged Scrooge to see this stuff, then nothing changes, right?
But we can reach out and change it.
Yeah, we can stop him from doing dumb stuff.
All right. I see where you're going. Again, it's like the quantum leap kind of. We change the past as it happens. All right, got it.
So the plan is to help this current Scrooge be a better person. Is that what we decided?
But how do we do that? Yes.
I believe so.
I
Better
think that's-
person, or we bring the family close together so the nephews don't want to kill their uncle.
Yeah. So she's already been acting sort of weird around her brother. Like maybe one of us needs to possess her. And
Oh, I got this.
That's your answer to everything. I love it.
I was there already. I'm not gonna possess, but I do have.
Fred's got a plan.
All right, Freddie.
I knew he did.
We're in the past. This is
It's going to work just as good as the Crusades. I'm confident.
Exactly.
Definitely gonna work too.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Fred's gonna use his ghost power, and he's going to trigger a single brief action in a human's part, and he's going to have Fran hug Ebenezer. So not just dangling a tissue out, but actually give him a hug.
Okay.
Nice.
That costs 1 ghost point.
Roll a d6.
3. Okay. That's
Okay.
How do we not roll 4s or 5s tonight?
I know, right?
Right?
Right. Nobody's got a 6 yet. So he hugs you. He hugs you back. Pretty intensely. But he won't let go.
I triggered the action. That was all I could do. This was just a little nudge on her part.
Yeah.
I think we're about to find the origin of the nephew, Ebenezer.
So she's trying to wriggle out of it. And she's like, Scroogey, come on. I know you're sad, but let's just go home. Just let me go. And she starts to get mad. And then she like smacks him on the head. And as quick as that emotional connection happened and started to make him feel better, he immediately was like taken down a peg because she stopped accepting his, emotions.
Shit. Oof.
That's a no-go.
Now we may have to come back to that part.
All right, let's
Yeah, so you fade out of this. You fade out of this scene, and where do you want to go next?
All right, here's what I think. All that shit in the past, that's in the past, right? Like nobody can. You don't look back in your past. You say, look at me. You say you were a kid, you were dumb, you didn't do that shit. I say we go to the present day when he's alive, right? We kind of change him that way. Let's do that, shall we?
But we need to understand his past. We need to know why he's, an emotionally closed off individual whose nephews want to kill him.
Well, clearly because he had a weird thing for his sister there, and he was kind of hugging her too close, and kind of felt a little something down there. I don't know because I was only 11 when I died, so I've heard schoolyard rumors, but
I say we go to the fireside. Let's see the heartbreak that he felt.
That's not his sister.
Not his sister, yes. So
fair enough. Let's go that.
So you go into a a home, and you're in this like living room area, near a fireplace, and you see a just out of trade school aged Scrooge, and a beautiful young woman, who is just in tears, and she looks at him and she says, "I can't do this anymore, Eb." And she smacks him across the face. I'm tired of all you care about is your money. That's all you care about. I refuse to take part in this anymore. And she yanks a ring off of her finger and throws it at him. And just says, and just points at him and points in an opposite direction. Get out! Get out now! It says, "Fine by me," and he starts to walk away to leave.
All right, this is a tough one. How are we going to get him to like care here? That's the question. What do we do?
Gonna say, look at your ghost powers.
Yeah, I'm trying to do I scare the shit out of him? Do we? So Scrooge is walking out of her house. Is that where he's at?
Yeah, she's kicking him out. Yeah, trying to kick him out.
Is he like?
Here's what I'll do. We decrease the temperature outside, make it so cold he can't leave. They spend the night together, and they rekindle things.
Is decreasing the temperature 10 degrees going to work?
I mean, we all do it, and that's 40 degrees. That's really cold.
Wait.
40 degrees C, that's very cold.
See, I don't even know the conversions, and I'll British.
How about, maybe we don't even have to go that far. You lower the temperature that'll cause the windows to fog up, and I'm going to write something on the window.
Let's do it. All right. It's your plan, Stan, and I do it. I lower the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius.
And
so
that
it's
goes
mightily cold. The frost forms on the window for Ebenezer.
What is that? You get 5? Is that 5 words?
I have 5, yeah, 5 left.
No. Oh, 3 words. Sean, you get 3 words that you can write on the window. On the ghost point.
I write on the window, "Don't leave her." And I roll a 6.
That's 3.5.
Yes.
So
conjunction or contractions count.
He stops. He sees the window, sees the writing.
While this happens,
big sigh.
Freddy's going to go ahead and use a ghost power to nudge a small item, and he's going to nudge the ring that is rolling around.
Yeah.
Try to move it towards Ebenezer's feet here.
Yes. And I'm going to.
Did you get a 6?
I got a 6.
Okay.
And I'm going to use one more ghost point because I'm guessing he's turned around when he sees the words. Fred's got the ring going towards him. I'm going to slightly bunch up the carpet right in front of him so he trips on it, so he falls down to hopefully a knee right by the ring.
Roll a d6, man.
Another 6. It might have worked too well, and he's going to fall and trip and hurt himself. But
so he sees the words and he's like, and he sighs, and then he hears the sound of this metal sound. And he turns around to look, and he sees the ring rolling in his vicinity, and then as he walks towards its look, the carpet bunches up, and the ring like hits the carpet bump, but it's like a loop. So like, it's like
it's rolling,
like it's gonna send it flying the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it sends it flying the opposite direction, and you see it. It's like slow-mo flying through the air as it lands back in the hand of Belle, and she looks down at it, and she looks up at Scrooge, and Scrooge looks at her, and he says, "I'm so sorry. Nothing will ever come between you and my money ever again." And he says, "No, wait, that's not what I mean. Nothing will come between you and me, my dear. This is new to me, after all. This love." And he comes and he's like, "Give me a chance. I promise I will try so much harder." And she starts crying, and she hugs him as the scene fades. And you were successful in changing a critical positive moment in Scrooge's life, but you don't yet know the impact of that. You just turned it from, oh shit, it's about to be done, to everything's cool. They're getting back together, and it's gonna happen. So you changed that
solved.
part of his path. So what's next?
Problem solved, right? No? What's that? I'm getting word from upstairs. Problem not solved.
We've got
quick on the communication when they want to be.
We've got to fix his relationship with his nephews.
All right, then let's
go to the nephew's house, huh?
Nephew's house, present day. That's you, Agatha, right?
That's the one. Yep, let's
do
go.
it.
Yeah.
So the nephew is sitting with two other people at his house, and he's cracking some jokes about Scrooge. And then he looks at them and he's like, "You know, I never knew I had cousins on the other side of the family. I think we should kill my uncle."
I want to spend.
We're the next in line for his money, his business. The only thing he cares about is his stupid wife. So dumb.
Oh.
Things have changed.
Let's rob him blind. Then we can do what we want with his stupid rat ass company. So they're plotting.
Yeah, so I want to use a ghost point and then whisper in his ear. Yeah, in his ear, in that nephew's ear.
3 words.
Don't be stupid.
Okay, D6.
Let's go. 2.
Gotta make sure it's foolproof, right? Don't be stupid. Can't just off him out of the blue. You gotta make it look like a heart attack.
He looks at the two guys, and he says, "Listen, and don't be stupid, huh? Don't go and kill him in broad daylight or any. We got to plan this out. We need this to look like an accident. You understand? They both like scowl and nod yes, like very evilly, and super villainy and stuff, as they're just like like kind of doing little excellent type of thing with their fingers. Yeah, so you were successful and able to whisper those words, but it doesn't give you the result you want.
They took it the wrong way.
100%. He just looks at it as like, oh yeah, my brain's already thinking what I want the right way here.
Can I possess one of the dopes?
How many ghost points do you have?
I have exactly 4, so this would be
all right. Make it count.
So I'm gonna possess the one that looks stupider to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, right, we'll kill him, and then I'll kill the 2 of you, and I'll have it all for myself. Yeah, that's the plan. And then when I see the faces that the guys are making, I say, oh, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to.
Roll D6.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. So you say that, and you say that, and so you successfully possess him, and you say this, and they both look at each other, and they look at him, and the nephew just goes, "We don't need all 3 of us," and he pulls out like, should we assume? I think we can assume that's some sort of a basic like
a knife of some sort. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Well, I was partly thinking like a flintlock type pistol, sort of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
And he just pulls out and goes and like holds it up to the cousin's chest and just blasts him square in the chest.
And at this point, the ghost of Tommy Emersley.
I go flying out of the body. Doctor Strange style is my possession ends when he dies.
And then the ghost of Tommy Armersley, the conniving cousin, shows up as like, that didn't work.
He's like, was that your stupid fucking idea? That was terrible. And he floats away.
I say to the rest of my ghost friends, I can't do anything more, but I got rid of one of the 3.
Good job. Hopefully that wasn't ancestor.
There could be. I can present an NPC opportunity for you if you want to get some ghost points back, but make things more difficult for everybody else.
I think it's pretty difficult already.
So you don't want any more ghost points?
No, make it harder. You're doing great.
What? Sure, give me an NPC.
Okay. Yeah. There's a third cousin that's not at that meeting, but was running late.
Oi, we got a chance to you guys come up with a plan. Hey, what happened to Tommy there? We got to be sure about this. No going off half-cocked anymore. We're all in this together, right? Let's make a blood pact. We'll be true to each other, and none of us will turn on each other ever.
Now, see, that's what the nephew's like, that's exactly the kind of dedication we need to make us work.
I always thought Tommy was adopted anyways. He was a bastard.
He just takes like it's like it takes like seconds, and this nephew's kind of like unhinged, man. He just takes a little pocket knife and cuts into his palm, and he sticks his palm out for a handshake.
Blood cousins forever, right?
As this happens, Frederick's going to use 5 ghost points to manifest in a semi-corporeal form over top of where Tommy's dead body is.
Okay.
And it's going to come out and just start screaming, and then like pat himself down and go, "Which one of you did this to me? This fate, you've sealed me into this wretched body, and This is because we agreed to kill him, isn't it? You all will face the same fate.
Roll a d6.
Oh, that's a 6.
Nice.
So the nephew freaks out. It's like, what the hell is this shit? It's a fucking ghost. And he just he jumps up from his chair. And
I'm the ghost of Tommy.
And proceeds to no shit. And proceeds to run out of the room. And both the cousin and the extra cousin all follow suit as well. Since you rolled a 6, you've cleared the room.
If you continue on this path, you will become like me. Tonight you'll be visited by 3 spirits.
I think we done blew that one. Let's maybe check out Bob Cratchit. Maybe we check out Bob Cratchit's house because I'm not sure how well this went.
Yeah, Fred has successfully driven out all the nephew and the cousin. So let's see if this leads to a positive outcome. So you're gonna go to Cratchit's house next?
Yeah, let's go to Cratchit's house. He's an important part of the Christmas Carol.
And Ebenezer, want to get your 3 ghost points back.
Yep.
Because if Fred didn't, it would have been rougher if Fred didn't. But Fred rolled a 6, so I really can't. I can't not let that go without some success. So, So let's see. So you got your ghost points back. You're going to Cratchit's house. So as you appear in Cratchit's house, you see Scrooge and his wife. Actually, no, you see a sick Tiny Tim and Bob Cratchit and the small traditional family from the Scrooge story. And you see Cratchit, and he's walking around the kitchen trying to gather up food for dinner, Christmas Eve dinner, and just says, I tell you, dear, he's talking to his wife. I tell you, dear, he's a changed man. I bet I'm gonna get that promotion. I just know it. He's not the same Scrooge I knew. He's better now. This is gonna be great for us. I don't believe that one bit. I think he's still a lying sod, I do. Look at Tim. Look at little Timmy over here. He's like, just like, it's just, in a shitty rickety bed coughing, as the other siblings are just kind of like running around, playing with really sad broken toys. He's like, I'm telling you, it's gonna turn around. And it's at that point that there's a knock on the door, and it's Scrooge and his wife with a Christmas duck and all the trimmings waiting behind this door knocking. So this is the moment that you pop into. What would you like to?
All right, what's the plan here, guys? What are we doing? What do we want to do here? I think we all know Tiny Tim. He's no longer with this world. Maybe Scrooge can help out. What do we do here?
I mean, Scrooge is on the right path. So's his wife. Cratchit's involved. We have to make the wife happy, like Bob Cratchit's wife happy, right?
I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of figure out how this all works together. Scrooge is on the right path. All right. What if we make Scrooge do something? I have no idea what we're doing here.
So this is...
I've got something.
Go for it.
What's Bob Cratchit's wife's name?
I don't know. What is her name?
Mrs. Cratchit.
Mrs.
Give her a name.
Roberta.
Roberta.
Roberta Cratchit. Got it.
Bob and Bobby.
Roberta, such a
It was meant to be.
such an English name.
I'm going to whisper in Scrooge's ear, flatter Roberta a lot. No, greatly.
Okay. Roll a d6.
That's a 5.
Oh well, that goes well at all.
Scrooge says to his wonderful wife Belle, you know, Belle dear, I could stand to probably butter up the missus here. Cratchit's wife never really been a big fan of me. I've kind of done both of them pretty dirty actually for quite many a year. And
Very Victorian.
Do I want to get my ghost points? I do. I'm going to take over Mrs. Scrooge.
Oh, I love this. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh, no.
I don't know why you took me here, Abby. This place is so shabby. Look at the way these people live. I mean, in all the years we've known each other, you've shown me the importance of money and things and wonderful, wonderful things. And it's just, I come here, it's Christmas Day, and I think that little one is sick. It's disgusting. And look at this place. Ugh. Listen, we might
saying this as he's holding the duck in and her hand is like paused to knock on the door.
Listen,
he's listening to
let's drop this stupid duck off to your stupid partner and fire him for goodness sake. Just drop it off and let's get moving. Your nephew's got a wonderful party. He seems like a fun guy. In fact, I really like your nephew a lot. He's got a lot of good things going for him.
I think we're back to plan A.
Darling, I appreciate your love of the finer things. You know I do. Why don't you roll a d6 for me?
Sure. As I recreate Belle to be I got a 4.
Okay. I greatly respect you, my dear, and your opinions. I think you have a great sense of taste and ownership. So how about why don't we just let's just drop all this food off here at the doorstep and then they'll just open the door and get it at some point. We don't even have to knock. We can just leave.
Oh,
go to their party.
That's brilliant, dear, because I know that the nephew's got some really big plan for you. He and his cousins have totally put something together for you. It's going to be great.
Get your 3 ghost points for that shit.
God damn it.
and he's like, that sounds wonderful. And he grabs your hand and he grabs Belle's hand and holds her hand and walks off with her after dropping all the food off on the front step.
Before they can fully walk off, Freddy's going to go ahead and use a ghost point to flick the knocker on the door
nice. Nice.
One good tap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 5. Okay. This might work.
Yes. So you hit the knocker and the door opens and Cratchit opens the door.
Oh, great.
and he says, well, no, we're going to say Belle doesn't notice that this happened yet.
All right.
For the sake of the 5 being rolled, and Cratchit opens it and he says, Mr. Scrooge, did you bring this for me and my family? And Scrooge turns around and he goes, well, why, yes, Cratchit, I sure did. And, we can, after you take the next couple of days off with your family, because, little Timmy there looks awfully ill. I would say you should prioritize a couple days to take care of your family, and then you can come back to work and we can talk about that promotion. Oh, doesn't that sound great? Excellent, thanks. Okay. And he just kind of, at that point, just sort of shoos him, like humors him a little bit, and shoos him off, and starts to walk away. And Cratch is just so happy. And he says, honey, Scrooge brought us he brought us a Christmas dinner. This is wonderful. And she says, well, I guess it's better than nothing. Old stupid old sod. And Belle hears that part.
Well, ain't that a bitch? And look at you all bleeding hearts. I thought we'd go back in there and tell her a piece of our minds. Talking about a promotion for that nincompoop. He can't even do his work right. Abby, come on, please. Listen, I took you back all those years ago. You still owe me.
Roll a d6.
6.
You're gonna get like, I feel like this is another 3 ghost points because you're just digging it deeper and deeper.
Oh Jesus!
And he's like, you know what, dear? I suppose when you're right, you're right. My life has been so complete since you decided to give me that second chance. The least I can do is please you now.
That's right.
And he turns and you just wait right here. This will only take a moment. And he walks away and he walks in, and Bella, all you hear is him say, Cratchit, let's just talk right now real quick. And then you hear parts of it where he's saying like part ways. And he's like, and he says downsize, and he's saying like all these things, like Belle just hears bits and pieces. And then you hear a scream from Cratchit's wife, and like the breaking of a dish. And Cratchit's like, no, Mr. Scrooge, no, please, no. And he's just crying.
Can I use my last 2 ghost points?
Sure.
To trigger a single brief action on a human's part.
Okay.
I'd like Tiny Tim to faint. And pull on everyone's heartstrings.
Oh shit, this is funny.
Let me roll.
Yeah, roll it.
If it goes too well, he's just gonna die. Or maybe if I roll a 6 or a 1, he's gonna die. I rolled a 2. It succeeds with the problem.
Okay. So Tiny Tim faints and falls out of the shitty bed, and nobody notices.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
God. Like they're so the Cratchits are so distraught they don't even notice that their kid just fell out of bed and fainted. And Scrooge walks off with Belle.
Oh, does anyone have any more ghost points to help out and do something here?
As the person who just got a bunch of
I think
ghost
I've done enough.
Yeah, I think you have.
So yeah, that scene fades out.
Oh.
And where do you want to go next?
Sorry I wasn't there. How'd it go at the Cratchit's house? Pretty good, right?
Yeah, they give you the download of
Ooh.
how it went,
Ooh.
and it was not good.
Maybe we need to go somewhere else.
So I think we might be able to finish this up shortly if you want to keep going for a little bit because it is 10.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
We probably would have finished it up if there were some complications.
You were so close. You were so close. And then it was just, I'm gonna fuck shit up so I can get some of my ghost points back.
Why give me that option if I can't take it?
I know, right? And it's taken the story in a whole different direction. Because now there's two big bads. Because now there's a new big bad, and it's Scrooge's wife.
I feel like she's having an affair with the nephew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. So they head off to the party, right? And the nephew is proposing to Scrooge that, "Oi, Ebenezer, you just need to let me take over more parts of this business, and we can grow it quite like nothing, real quick." And Scrooge says, "Well, I never said that that's what I wanted. I don't need to franchise. I am quite happy with what I have, and I'm sure Belle is as well. Aren't you, dear?" And she goes, and kind of shrugs. And he's like, what does that mean? Exactly what it sounds like, dear. Who doesn't want more money? You're giving away free duck dinners to just some random shitty employee. We need to make up that kind of money back. We can't just keep giving away free things to poor people. He's like, well, you are right at that point. And he says, yeah, so tell me more about this idea of yours. And the nephew proceeds to tell him more about how he's like, if you break up the business into the different revenue streams, and how like pharmaceuticals is really on the rise, and they've heard talk of this thing called a shot, a needle poke that can help stave off sickness, and it's something that they want to explore further, but they don't have the funding, and blah 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 blah. So it's like you're witnessing conversations of what prior to the invention of like the first vaccine, right?
Yeah.
So they're talking about all this stuff, and Ebenezer, why don't you roll me a d6?
6.
Okay, yeah. Finally, like we're gonna say you like you're so distraught by all this stuff going on because you're like, God, I wish I could just figure this out. Like, and you go into the future, post-apocalypse, and you actually this time you luck out and you find out the exact moment, the pinpoint moment where this viral pandemic started and just started killing people off, yourself included, in the first wave, if you will. And
Yep.
what it was was a poorly designed vaccine that did not protect people from a flu illness that just got more and more extreme and kept evolving at a higher rate of efficacy, and there was nothing that could be done to stop it because the vaccine was bunk, and it was created by Scrooge Pharmaceuticals. And so you've connected the dots now as you're back with everybody, and all of you are together, and you're catching wind of like them talking about the start of this pharmaceutical company. And the only difference is that, like, so the pharmaceutical company causes the apocalypse,
Pandemic.
right?
Okay. Yep.
Yes, but at this time now, because of the other events that had happened and taken place, they don't, like, the nephew doesn't kill Scrooge. That doesn't happen anymore. So those events have now been affected to where Scrooge just, he doesn't die. He just ends up living a normal remainder of his existence, and Belle keeps cheating on him and everything's fine. And he no longer dies, but the apocalypse still happens. So your option is, let the apocalypse still happen because Scrooge actually survives. Scrooge does not get killed, does not die, just dies a normal death, like a dies of old age kind of thing, like he should in the first place.
But I still get to be a trust fund baby.
You guys still, until you, and yes, exactly, until you die of the sickness, right? So, I will give you guys, I will give you guys an option here. You can end it here and say, well, we reversed Scrooge from, Scrooge doesn't die anymore. He doesn't get killed. Whatever. Doesn't happen. And it's done. Or continue next week and you try to now fix the apocalypse.
I mean, I've got an idea. And
do it.
My ideas have been brilliant so far. So
I
would love to possess Belle right now.
Okay.
By spending my 4 gold points or ghost points.
Okay.
Abby, baby, you talk about pharmaceuticals, but once you cure everybody, where's the money? Abby.
And this is in present day when he's talking to the nephew.
This is at the
stuff,
nephew,
right?
yeah, when they're talking the thing, and what if instead of pharmaceuticals, we became an ammunitions deal, war funders? Get into the big, the money, get into the killing business, get into munitions, get into bomb making. There's always going to be war. Once you cure everybody, you got no money there, but there's always war. You can always fund that.
Roll a d6.
Come on, 4!
That's good.
Right. Yeah, so, well, dear, that's very interesting, actually. What do you think there, nephew? And nephew looks over at Belle and kind of gives her a side eye. And what does Belle do when he looks over at her?
She just winks at him, annoying, we're gonna meet up later and discuss this further. Wink.
Yeah, and once you do that, he just goes. He smiles this deceitful smile, and looks to Scrooge and says, "You know what, Unc? That's a great idea you just had." As you know, of course, both of you, both Scrooge and the nephew, acknowledge the fact that the woman can't have the good ideas in this time frame, right? So he just automatically cuts Belle out of the picture and says that it's Scrooge's idea. So the pharmaceutical company, the pharmaceutical path is no more. Although at some point later in history, they do try to spin off into homeopathic treatments, which don't do anything.
Sure.
So that they can just rake in vitamin money stuff. And they proceed to become one of the largest weapons manufacturers that sells to all superpowers within the world. And Ebenezer, you don't die, and your band actually your band gets signed and becomes world renowned. But it's not without you greasing palms the whole way.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're using all your family's money to ensure your band is successful. Because ska's not that popular.
Nepo baby.
It had a brief window. There's a 6-month period where it was super success. Yeah, everyone was into it, and then it went away.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. So like all of you are able to move on to the next part of afterlife, no longer having to deal with being a ghost to travel forever through time. 'Cause you have
Ambrosius is
solved-
happy. Ambrosius
What's
is
that?
happy because
Yeah.
not only did he prevent the apocalypse, but he still made Scrooge an evil MFer that still has to wear the wear the chains. So it's kind of like a win-win for him.
Yeah. And you've actually lost some of your chains, so your load is a little bit lighter.
There you go.
And I think yeah, what would be the any ending last things for Frederick or for Agatha?
So Frederick is going to flash forward to one of the as they're producing large amounts of ammunition and stuff, and he is going to try to like nudge nudge like a hook that's on the ceiling and try to get it to fall off onto one of the missiles and just see if we can make an explosion here. That's
Okay.
I'll help you
Go
with
for
that.
Go for it.
that's only a 2, so
Well, Agatha rolled a 6.
Nice.
So I think
balances.
together.
So a report comes on TV that shows like one of the larger ammunition storage locations for Scrooge Unlimited has exploded. It's exploded, and they have lost 40% of their inventory payload.
Nice.
And so they have their company has reported significant losses. But it comes at the cost of a workforce reduction of approximately
Ooh.
18%.
Ooh.
So
40% of the weapons, 18% of the people. Hey,
that is the price that is paid. So some people have lost their jobs. And that is where we'll end. So
That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Interesting.
That was great.
Took a minute to get there, but I think we ended up in a good spot. So that's all I had prepared. So there's opportunity next week for someone to run something, make a decision by the end of the weekend or something, and let everybody know what's going on.
Sounds good.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed
Perfect.
That was fun.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really
was
good. It was a good
awesome.
time. I haven't laughed that hard in a while, man. That was funny.
Seriously.
Awesome. Right. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
See ya.
Good night.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to us play Last Christmas by Grant Howitt. We hope you enjoyed this adventure as we sure enjoyed playing it. Be sure to come back next session for more holiday hijinks brought to you by the Wednesday Night Crew. Thanks for listening, and as always, see you next week. Hello, listeners. Have you been enjoying the Wednesday Night Crew and our real play sessions of Eberron Adventures, along with our special themed one-shots, and playing other RPG systems like Outgunned, Call of Cthulhu, Basin, and Alien the Role-Playing Game? Well, if so, then maybe you should head over to patreon.com and become a patron, just like our first 3 patrons, Sean, Andrew, and John. For just $3 a month, you get your name mentioned in the podcast credits. More tiers will be added as our podcast family grows. Why don't you head over to patreon.com/The Wednesday Night Crew and sign up. You can even sign up for free if you don't want to donate. We're just happy to have you. We hope to see you there. Thanks for being a dedicated listener, and as always, see you next week.